Hello, I'm
Oh,
Sutonia. Oh, sorry. I'm joined
oh,
again by
oh,
Sir
awkward.
Scribbles.
Yep, that's me. Sorry. I'm the one interrupting Sutonia. I'm Sir Squeebles. We're here for V0lta versus Feign Disorder, as they said. Sutonia, give us a quick look at the teams.
So, V0lta bought a Navy Scorpion with 2 Sleipnirs, a Scimitar, 2 Jackdaws, 2 Sepals, and 2 Hounds.
Yeah, I can verify that is what they brought. On the other side, Amar Supremacy. Okay, this is pretty cool. I'm excited about this. Navy Apocalypse. Double Napoc, double Navy Harbinger, and a Balgorn. So, taking a page out of CVA's book on the Feign Disorder team. Um, This is going to be really interesting. Navy Apocalypse is not a ship that you see used here very often. It's not particularly fast. It does have a great tank, but it projects and applies damage really, really well. But I'm curious how it's going to fare against like these Jackdaws and Svipples, which are notoriously hard to kill. And then firing those lasers are restricted to EM and thermal damage types, and that's not going to go over super well on a couple of the ships on the V0lta team. We haven't gotten the countdown yet, but we will be starting here shortly.
Yeah, and the crew on the Purifier on the Feign Disorder side are pretty vulnerable to the 2 Sepals and 2 Jackdaws that they have, which they don't really have too much anti-support on the Feign Disorder side unless those Navy Harbingers with their tracking bonus can deal with them effectively.
Yeah, I think this match is going to come down to the support fight for sure. The Feign Disorder team does have those 2 Deacons, which are extremely powerful, supporting a frigate or a destroyer wing. However, they're a little more range limited than the Cruiser Logi on the V0lta side, and they're pretty delicate themselves. So 2 Spipples and 2 Jackdaws should be able to make really quick work of them. I'm curious to see how these crewers react. Are they going to play defensively, guarding those Deacons, or are they going to go straight in? And keep
We'll
in mind
find out. The
also
match is just starting now.
that Balgorn is sort of an orb of safety. While the weapons on the V0lta side don't require cap, their shield hardeners do, their prop mods do, so they're not going to want to get on top of that Balgorn, I don't think. Here we go. This is a beautiful thing to watch right here. Laser stream coming out toward Nathan and the Jackdaw, and they're applying, but not as well as they wanted. And there's the reps.
Yeah, we're seeing Navy Harbinger from Jared Noah taking a lot of damage. He's already in half armor. These 2 Deacons can't keep up like the Scimitar can.
Yeah, this is pretty scary already for the Feign Disorder team. That one Deacon is taking so much pressure. The other Deacon is trying to help out as best he can, but
It's
that's
gone.
it. One Logi down. That is not a good sign, especially with one of your Navy Harbingers already in structure.
Yeah, I don't think Jared Noah is long for this one. It doesn't seem like Feign Disorder has really achieved much yet. The Jackdaw and the Hound that they're priming seem to be holding up fine as the Navy Harbinger dips down to low structure. And he's gone.
Wow. Okay, so already Dark Days on the
And the
Feign
second
Disorder
Deacon
team.
just
Yeah,
instantly evaporates.
just a race. Those Jackdaws and those Fipples are doing awesome work. The Feign Disorder team still shooting that Jackdaw. Jackdaw is really far out. He's closer to his own Scimitar than he is to the fight. Um, Strange decision making. I mean, maybe there's a greater plan here, but I think at this point they've invested way too heavily in that Jackdaw, and now they've lost a crewer.
Yeah, we see a web on the Purifier. He's probably going to go down pretty soon with no Logi. And the second Navy Harbinger as well is in pretty bad shape. It doesn't seem like Feign Disorder has really worked on anything.
Yeah, and I'm curious why they didn't consider. I mean, Sleipnir's legendary tournament ship, Scimitar, obviously really common. If the Scimitar is not banned, there's, I would say, more than a 25% chance that it's going to be brought to the field. I'm really curious why they weren't able to deal with this a little bit better. There's nothing really groundbreaking on the V0lta team. It's a really strong setup, and it seems that they're flying it really well. They seem pretty comfortable. Did Feign prepare against this comp? Because it's not coming across that way.
Yeah, they're trying to deal with the Sleipnir now, but EM damage versus the Sleipnir is not the best, and the Balgon is going low now. It's going into armor as we see the final crew off for the Feign Disorder team disappear.
Yeah, and I'm also interested with that. Okay, they have a web and some newts on the Sleipnir, so that explains the primary. But those the Navy Harbingers have pretty significant range, even with pulse lasers, and the Navy Apocalypse obviously has really nice range. If you're going to be shooting at something at range, why that Jackdaw? Do you think they just feel like they couldn't break the scimitar, or is there another reason they didn't try to scare that scimitar away?
Well, it's also probably the only thing that they feel they can kill with the lasers, because the supers and the scimitar all have very high EM resistances, and the jackdaws are probably about as hard to track as the scimitar is.
Right. Yeah, it had it worked out early and had they insta blap that jackdaw, we'd be praising the decision to keep fighting that support war with the larger ships. But a little while in, when they realized they weren't applying that jackdaw the way they wanted to, I would have expected a swap, and it seems like maybe they just got caught up in their original plan, didn't adjust. So another Navy apocalypse going down for Feign Disorder, and looks like barring anything exceptional, V0lta is going to take this with a clean sweep.
Yeah, exceptional logipiling from Starfleet Commander. Just wish he wouldn't error.
The Disorder team, again, not out. They will be going to the losers bracket, but I don't think they'll bring this comp back. I think maybe they favored this comp in specific scenarios, and I'd love to find out more, because it's definitely a projection comp, and it didn't deal well with a team that I think it would be suited toward a pretty mobile team. But that's it. Congratulations to V0lta. Really nice match, and with that, we'll send it back to the studio.